Okay. Good evening, everyone. Welcome back. Welcome to another tournament stream. The first tournament stream of this season. And we already got the room. Oh, I quickly need to adjust my sound settings still. Let's turn off the music, and we can just keep a bit of music. Got to turn down the volume as well, because that's reset automatically. Okay, let's see how that works. It is just horribly out of place. Oh no. Oh no. Oh yeah, I messed up a little bit. Well, yeah, played around with the settings too much and not enough, as it seems. We're here to follow KROLI into the game. And actually, as you can see, I'm a little bit late again. We're already starting into the very first game here, which is Alpenstadt. By the way, it is the pro tournament, or not the pro tournament just yet. We are seeing the very first qualifier here of 4 qualifiers in total that qualify to the pro tournament then. And at this point, of course, it is just everything's open still. It is the 3rd day of the first qualifier, so we are getting to some higher level gameplay here today already. So let's get me out of the way. And obviously also the score is still at 0. And we are seeing Tourney here in the 1-to-1B just heading straight into that corner. overlooking the A area. He does not have a lot of gun depression there, but still he's in a good position for crossfiring. I7 here already taking a first hit, a second hit, as he's moving towards base A. Rise currently with a bait of double TVP, but one of the TVPs has been spotted at this point already, taking a first hit. So Rise not trading too well, just letting a few hit points, going a few hit points down there as they're trying to cross over. We're seeing some interesting push here through the river. I can tell you, river pushes are not always the best idea, or often just leading into some bad situation, bad position, because you're on the low ground, and if you're moving through the water, you can also not move too quickly. Kakadu here, not shooting the I4, he's shooting the I7 instead, right over there. King of Shamans was it to take a big hit. The I7 is down to half of his hit points already, as KROLI is going in for a move here. They've got the I7s in focus right there. I'm putting out some big shots into them. One I7 already down to a one shot over there. Striker taking him out right now. Second I7 also not going to survive for too much longer. Already down here. That's a gun advantage to KROLI. Yet the E5 over here also lost quite a few hit points. Yet he is pretty much safe there. And look at this TVP here on the crossing. Tried to run away. Just took a big beating. And is taken out by the T100 LT. 3 guns out of the fight on side of the Rise team. TVP having a clip here. Meanwhile, the E5 striker gets killed, but it's not really having any impact at this point anymore, because look at this, only the double IS4s who have been in the river just remaining on the field at this point. So well played by KROLI. Good crossfire onto the IS7s. Did not get too aggressive. And still just managed to be aggressive enough to shoot from every possible angle. Well played. I just did not manage to hit the 0 apparently on the score. So yeah, I can adjust that immediately. It's a 1 now. Also, I know the sound turning off whenever I switch away with my mouse. That also still has to be fixed. So well played by KROLI. It's probably not the proper way to pronounce that name, because it is a Russian, Ukrainian team. It is basically the old IKPA or IKRA team, which might be familiar to some of you. The team that has placed second, or not 2 seasons ago. I think 2 seasons ago it was IKPA on the second place. You can see here the IKPA company avatar on some of these guys. So yeah, also quite a few more new accounts I noticed. So I guess some more players from the CIS server who just joined over. And they are also playing some more of CIS meta on many games. I've seen quite a lot of mediums. I will be interested to see how they're going to perform against the passive EU meta still. So let me just turn on the scores right here. Yeah, for the next stream, I will definitely get my Tourney room overlay here fixed again, because last time I used it, I had to restream the official Blitz stream, and that was obviously just changing a lot of things there. 20 seconds. Do I still have some time for a quick adjustment here? Settings, auto mute turned off. And I think it can also be a little bit louder like this. Good. So we're going to see Alpenstadt again. Time to roll out. I just wanted to check something. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Just wanted to open the chat. That's some weird thing that the game is closing when I'm just tapping something else. This time KROLI heading towards the seaside here. They're having double AMX M4. I seem to like that tank, although it's not the most popular, but it definitely is a good tank with 2,800 hit points. The same as a super heavy. T100 LT getting quite sneaky into an aggressive first spot here, but not shooting at all. He just wants to rotate out of there safely again. He did get in some spots and potentially also denied Rise from stealing that A cap or cap advantage. So it is now KROLI with a cap advantage, despite the fact that A is usually a little bit easier to get. But being spotted, Rise was probably just a bit afraid of just jumping into that cap immediately. What are we seeing here? 1-to-1 B? No, we're not seeing a climb here. I was thinking about that for a second, because of course you can climb up the hill if you get pushed up there. But that's not happening right here. He is just moving far back into the corner to have some better angle here. Gets shots into the T100 LT, has another shot still. It's also spotted, but the T100 LT is just absolutely getting obliterated. Way too aggressive here by the T100. He shouldn't have never dropped that far behind the enemies, into the enemy spawn when there are bushes right in front that he could not see through. Well played by KROLI here to get into those sneaky defensive positions. But getting deep into the enemy spawn works in random games. In tournaments it is always a huge problem, because you do not know what is there, and enemies might set up a bait just for you. But now also the Streetswagen over here. He is spotted, gets deeper into the enemy spawn. He does know that there is something to his front, and he's probably not going to advance anymore. But he is also now in a pretty sneaky position that might be a little bit problematic here, because he does have a Kranwagen with a full clip to his side, also 60p Streetswagen and FE215P to his front, approaching him carefully. And it might be the case that Rise is going for a push here onto the Streetswagen, and there we go, 60p moving in. If the Streetswagen over here, Mancola, is backing off, he will get clipped by the Kranwagen. Although the Kran is probably also getting pre-aimed already. Nope, not much there. So the Kranwagen would be free to peek. Yet he is not really having to do so, because there's a Streetswagen and a 60p here pushing onto Mancola on his Streetswagen as well. Mancola, clever as he is running away from the 60p. Streetswagen also being ignored, taking a big hit by Virulentis. Streetswagen now getting killed, but still costs or wasted a lot of time of the Rise guys here. And that just allowed Rise to kill one, but at the same time, look at the tanks here on side of Rise. They lost 2 more tanks apart from the LT, while Rise was just busy trying to kill one Streetswagen. Next one's going down here. Only 2 guys left on the field. FE215P and the 60p against 6 tanks of KROLI still. FV here, perma-tracked in focus fire, 1k points as well to KROLI. Very dominant win here. Absolutely well played, and I think they are doing good here. We're playing a few more heavy tanks now than I've seen on the training. But yeah, of course, training. I cannot talk about it. I cannot consider trainings at all, actually, because they should not matter to the actual tournament. And there are people are still experimenting a little bit. And I was just seeing that training there, noticing, yeah, okay, they're playing lots of mediums and struggling with that, and allow a lot of CIS meta teams just love those medium playstyle. I personally love it as well. I love to see medium playstyle, but it just does not work out too well against the passive EU heavy spam. But what we've seen here by KROLI, despite not against the strongest opponent, yeah, Rise certainly did a good job, but KROLI is just made out of some different material here and just really performing really well. And just judging by the first impression here, I feel like KROLI does have some top potential here for this tournament. Although we don't know where it's heading, I do not have a perfect overview over all of the teams. I have seen not many teams yet, absolutely no. I've seen Aqua play against KROLI, but that's pretty much been everything. And I know which players are on which teams. I know how they performed in the past. So Aqua is probably one of the strongest teams at the moment. EG as well, as they are back. Apart from that, we've got APA, of course, also on top of the league. So APA, EG and Aqua is really going to be close this season. And there are many other strong teams fighting for the top 8, which is just too early to tell right now who is going to end up on top there. So that was game number 2, but it is a best of 5. So potentially already the last game here, if KROLI is winning this one. If KROLI is winning, then they are in the next round. And Akison getting into the middle here for an aggressive first spot under the bridges. Did get the spot in on the Streetswagen and the T100 LT, which is absolutely crucial to know for him. Because now he knows, okay, there is quite a lot on this side. At least 2 guys, probably a lot more. And he's immediately heading out of there. If he was the only light tank on the field, he would have probably just jumped into that C-cap straight away. Like this, he was deciding to go for the spot. It's now set up passively here. Still shooting that VK. I don't know if he connected. Potentially he hit him and just managed to spot him permanently now for the next 20 seconds. LT is still in the bush here to overlook the C area. Meanwhile, IE is getting capped. But cap advantage to Rise. Yet KROLI is rather playing for the hit points here and having some very, very heavy lineup with triple VK72, some 60TP in the back over there, some Streetswagen 1-1B and LT. So still 2 mediums here on the field, but it is still the case that KROLI has 800 hit points more than the Rise team. But not much of Rise is spotted for the moment. We've got the VK spotted here, but apart from that, I think the others have not been spotted in a long time already. .36 IQ guy, White Cotton, is just getting quite aggressive here in the enemy spawn. He's still in the bush here. If we are paying closer attention to that, having a closer look there, he's in the bush. He did not get spotted. Expects people to still be here in that area. Although they would know by now. KROLI wouldn't know if there was anyone here, because the VKs would have been shot. And B actually just got capped by the 1-to-1B. I totally missed that. 1-to-1B speed boosting out of there. And the VK just getting tagged for 1.3k while also missing his shot onto the 1-to-1B. Also the E5 here took a beating by the VK72. And in the back of the KROLI team, we've got the Streetswagens rotating, pushing into the rear here, finding one Streetswagen and a T100 LT pretty isolated. And look at the Streetswagen here, trying to run away, taking lots and lots of damage on the go. Is still pretty safe now. He does have the VK for cover, but the LT also still is in a tricky position. Might be trapped there, but the Streetswagen's trying to run away again, not going forwards here. And now they are just also getting counter pushed quite well here with a VK just right behind you, putting a big shot into that Streetswagen. Over 1.1k damage. Over here the T100 LT just got killed. 1-to-1B still pretty healthy. He might be able to run around and get around the corner here before getting killed. That is safe. Cap points still in favor of KROLI. What is going on over here? KROLI is also pushing out the VK72 of the Rise team, who might just try to stop the B cap. A cap is not possible to take anymore for Rise, and there we go. It is a cap win to the KROLI team. Just comfortably taking the bases, taking good positions, not struggling too much with a push into their rear. just counter pushing really nicely, and Rice was apparently not 100% prepared for this. Had to give up their push, as they only pushed in with 3 tanks there, only the Streetwagens, and the rest of the team was just not helping out too much there. So that's the first win to the KROLI team here. Well played, really. Was nice to see that. So 3-0 for KROLI. But we are getting into the next game. So, yeah. We have to wait a little bit. I don't know for how long. I think we've got fixed times today. Let me just double check and also show you the other teams that are playing. I don't know why this is happening. Does anyone know what I could do about this? Is there any way of disabling this? It's not the auto mute, but I don't know. It's kind of annoying that the game is closing when I'm clicking away. But never mind. Let me just quickly show you something. I will just go for the browser right now. One second. Let's do it in a slightly different way here. Tournaments. No. Current tournaments. Prove your skill. Yeah, it's the prove your skill stage. It's not really the actual tournament yet. Teams, brackets. So we are following group number 3, by the way. Let's see the others also. Oh, you cannot see it yet. Okay, good that I checked again. But before we are checking the teams, I want to just have another look. Next game is starting at... Do we have any time for that? Matches, maybe? Ah, yeah, I can see it. Oh, 8:50. So that's still taking a while then. Okay. Other games are also still all ongoing. We do have a few results already. Raid winning against Serenity. Yeah, Serenity is not the old Serenity. You've got to be aware of that. I think this Serenity is a lot weaker. It does have a completely different lineup than the old one. So let's go for brackets. Show all groups, zoom in a little bit for you. So group 1 is having APA here and EG. That's also going to be interesting. APA versus EG in the finals. Ooh. Apart from that, I think one or the other team is also quite strong. Of course, they also all managed to get into the 3rd day here of the qualifier. So they're capable of some stuff. That's for sure. On group 2 then, you know what, this is the first tournament stream, let's just talk about it a little bit. APA, former winner of the last 2 seasons, I believe. They lost their caller, but also get 2 more people now, Days and Da Silva. Da Silva is the caller, or the former caller of Serenity. So they are going to be quite strong, definitely. Again, AG did get some people from Serenity. They do have some old players back who were already playing for them in the past. And also some Russian players or CIS players, I don't know, Ukrainian maybe. And they are, I don't know, also from top clan, also really good players, of course. EG is probably also going to perform really, really well this season. Rejects was also doing a good job last season. They have shifted a little bit, are now Russian speaking, or just Ukrainian team. And they are also, of course, in a good position to get high in the top 8. Apart from that, we've got KROLI, former IKRA, or IKPA in English, former IKRA team with some more people from the CIS server. Also, KROLI did make a really good impression. So they are probably going to face AKTS later on. So AKTS, as far as I know, is the old pink team plus some more players. So also pink, the CIS pink is a top clan which has placed 6th or so in the last season. I don't know exactly. So also those are some really good players there. Over here we've got IKRA. I've been told they are also a top 8 team, definitely. We've got Aqua, of course, as well. Aqua is just, they have been 2nd on the last season. They have done a great job. They had some really, really strong pushes, some strong team already. Yet I felt like they struggled a little bit to come up with creative strategies. For that, they've got a few more people now on the team, namely Ufpenjaj and the F, who many of you probably know already. At least Ufpenjaj, and the F was also the caller of the old BPS team. So it is basically like the BPS team now that won a couple of seasons in a row already. Jones also probably quite strong. I would see them on the lower top 8, around somewhere. I don't know for sure, of course. This is actually a pretty strong group with IKRA, Aqua, Jones here, although some Immor Vale might also be lower top 8 or top 16, I don't know. So this is definitely also getting close here. Over here we've got TQT, who managed to get into the top 4 last season. And in the season before they won the top 16 tournament. Raid, of course, also a strong team as always, and they are also just, I've been told that they have made some progress and are likely, or maybe getting into the top 4 even this time. Would be a comeback for them. So that's where we are at here. Why is the chat disappearing? Oh. Okay, let me have a look at the chat maybe, because I did not even do so. I mean, I've been just having a little bit of a look there. Well, I see a lot of people here, a lot of familiar faces. Welcome everyone. Good evening to everyone who's already here. I hope you will enjoy the stream. I'm glad to see you all. Privyet to the supporters of the KROLI team. CIS fanboys on the chat. Yeah, absolutely. If I'm streaming KROLI, then I expect nothing else than that. So I just want to mention again, I'm streaming on Twitch right now, and I will be... I am also streaming on YouTube. So I'm streaming on YouTube and Twitch simultaneously right now, but usually I'm streaming on Twitch only. just for tournaments, some tank specific streams. I'm on YouTube as well. As today. So, yep. That's why if you are watching on YouTube, you might notice there's not much activity because only the Twitch stream is getting promoted. And if I'm not that active on streams on YouTube, then it is just basically not getting noticed by the algorithm anyways. Unlike the videos. So, yep. How much time have we got? I might switch to the iPad. Usually I'm an iPad player, touch player. Or, yeah, you know what, I will just stick to PC. I haven't played any PC games in quite a while, so let's try it out. Usually works quite fine. And welcome, thanks for the follow. What was the name? Tourney? This one. Yep, Nocturne play. Welcome. And my game just shut down for whatever reason. Let's go, please. Yes. Ah, yeah, that's why I actually had turned off the music. To not get too confused with the game music. And my own.
Time to roll out.
Yeah, what's going on here? Team splitting up. Not too great. But I can still get in some spots, potentially. Maybe not. Uh-oh. Ah, damn it.
We didn't even scratch them. We didn't even scratch them.
Yeah, I think I will just stop this. Honestly, I will run away. This is not going to work out for me, especially with half my team flanking around. Oh, I could have climbed up there. Maybe I can still do so. Let's do it. Just gotta go for a sneaky flank. Or am I going to get right behind the enemies even? I think they will push forwards anyways. It would absolutely make sense for them. No, don't block me now. Oh no! Ah! Help you. Nice timing. Yeah, okay, missed my shot here, but better than taking one. Oh. I did not do anything yet. Centurion's dead. But we're in good position to win this, actually.
We've damaged them.
Okay, let's just go for T-57.
We've damaged them.
No. That's not working out. TVP should be the next one. He's alone and yeah, has to die. Like this though. Oh, almost missed this one.
Enemy armor is hit.
Okay, I'm safe. Shark shot.
Enemy armor is damaged.
Interesting game, yeah.
Enemy armor destroyed. Enemy armor is damaged.
One.
Enemy armor is damaged. Enemy vehicle destroyed. We've damaged them. Gotcha.
Okay, nice. Yeah, I know. Many people would say you cannot win without having the medium side here. But it was just quite a good demonstration of how it still works out. GQ Alexander, welcome. I think, yeah, we can still play 3 more games or so. What teams do I think will play in the final? By the way, there is a 3-minute delay, so just be aware of that. Questions cannot be answered right away. I think that I was already mentioning it a little bit earlier. Aqua and EG are the teams that I would expect in the finals. APA probably does also have some very good chances. I have not seen AKTS yet. I'm very excited to see them later on, because I've been just a little bit of a fan of the pink team on the previous seasons, because they just had some nice playstyle, but they did not manage to perform. And yeah, I don't know, they also dissolved and just have some new team now with the AKTS, which I have not seen a single time. I had no idea at what level they are. I've been told that they are strong, but I honestly don't really know. Ah.
Enemy
No.
armor is hit.
Man, what a fail. Oh no, are you kidding me? Why did I not spot them?
Enemy armor is damaged. Our fuel
It's
tank
like
hit.
I'll have to run.
Penetration.
Ah, crap. I'm spotted for the next 20 seconds. Let's try to run. Oh man, I'm a one-shot already. Nice campus. Okay, let's hope that I'm unspotted now. I should be. Oh, sorry.
We've damaged them.
Where can I fight and farm? I should probably not sit in the bush right away. Like, just better keep some distance because of blind shots. I really like blind shooting the bushes here. Maybe I can support with the Iron Max, but also, of course, I've got to be super careful with my points. Nah. Oh, bad low roll. Okay, I'm unspotted. Ah,
Enemy armor destroyed.
7.
We've damaged them.
Let's run again. It would be nice if we could kill that light tank. And if the Minotaur just did not waste his shots like that. Good. Very important. He might blind shoot. They had a griller to the side. No mediums or light tanks to spot enemy, which I really like to see. They also have the CC still. I'll try to get to the left side. Might be able to go for some nice crossfire from over here. Oh, he was looking at me. But did not manage to spot me, luckily. So I can now get towards base A.
Enemy armor is hit. Penetration.
Going to have some nice angle for crossfiring from over here.
Enemy
Should be
armor
spotted
is
now.
damaged.
No! Man, such an important kill, because I want to support my teammates. We're also running out of time, I just noticed. I don't think we can win this even. Either we lose or it's a draw. Oh.
Gotcha.
Yeah, okay, 1 minute 20. No chance.
Enemy armor is hit.
Nope. Come out. No penetration at all. Ah. I think it did not spot me.
Penetration.
10 seconds. I will push in.
Enemy armor is damaged.
2. What can I do here? Well, the start was pretty bad, to be honest. Lost all those hit points early on. Because of damn campers. I think, yeah, I can go for one more game.
Up and at 'em, lads.
Oh, light lineup here. I will just play the right side aggressively, I would say. Let's see if I can flank behind them immediately. Ah, okay. Not much of a surprise. I don't know why I was surprised there. No TDs inside. Oh, look at this. Enemies are YOLOing. As we lose a tank, let's get aggressive over here. No one here?
We've damaged them. Enemy armor is hit.
Well, that's alright. I don't know if the VK is AFK, I don't think so. Am I at risk of getting pushed or am I safe? I should be fine, but I'm not effective here either. I would expect enemies to come back to the VK. Or this guy to peek out. Nothing's really happening. I cannot push the VK, so let's just ignore him then. I'm wasting too much time here. My teammates are not really helping out, so let's just get to the other side again. Okay. Is he going in? No? Maybe now I see 100 shot. I have a plan, by the way. My plan is to get up on a bridge to crossfire the Sheridan and 183. Getting the high ground again.
Enemy armor is hit.
Nice.
Gotcha!
Perfect. I can push the Sheridan actually. Of course I have to be worried about others. Nice one. Was probably hit as well. He's coming up.
Penetration. We've damaged them. One of our tracks is damaged. Enemy armor is
Nice.
damaged.
No! What? I was just hoping for the max roll here.
Track hit.
Okay, nice.
Ammo rack hit. We've damaged them.
Ah.
Critical hit.
Okay, it's one anyways.
Enemy vehicle destroyed.
With auto aim on touch, I would have not missed these shots here. Okay. Was still a good game actually. So next game is going to be versus KROLI versus Apes. Okay, so I'm ready, but we still have to wait a minute before I can show you the room. Just so that I make up for the 3 minutes of delay, just so there's no stream sniping possible. So I think Apes is also a Ukrainian team. I'm not 100% sure. I cannot click the clans here. But I think it is. I'm recognizing one or the other name. Rakmi, they have played. Oh, it's not the old Rakmi team. I don't know. Sorry, I cannot tell you right now. Cannot tell you much about the Apes team. It's not a Ukrainian or a Russian team, clan at least. So I can ready up now and show you the room. Do I just quickly fix this? I don't have anything to show you anyways. Alright, let's use this one. Timer. So that's real quick down there. Right team. Like this. Yep. Left team. Ah, up. What the hell is happening here? Let's cut it down like this. Yep. Not fitting perfectly yet. But it's okay, we do see something again. Let's make it a bit smaller. Yeah. Would still require some fine tuning, but never mind. Yes. Okay, happy that we've got our overlay back here. No, why did it change your position? Yeah. Also. Oh, team game is starting. Okay. Good. So we've got Altenstadt again. Sorry, I quickly need to turn off the music. Altenstadt again. Ah, come on. Let's go. Man, I need my OBS at the same time. So now we see it. Oh, I see everything now. Good. Ah. Let's move up here. So game just started. Welcome to the new followers here. And KROLI is again playing with their preferred choice of 1-1B plus 200 LT. 1-1B, just doing the same thing that KROLI already did on the other spawn on the previous games here. And it's actually the mirrored strategy that KROLI was playing from the other spawn just on the last battles here against the other team that we've seen previously. Rise it was. 200 LT spotting a little bit more aggressively on a TD position. Is still spotted. Might take a shot here. Just getting unspotted there. As the 60TP just missed him there. Close call. 1-1B now in a good hull down spot in the back. Still crossfiring a little bit. He put out a shot into the AMX M4 here. Played by Vavik. So again, good start for KROLI. Especially as they got base C before the blue team Apes got base A. And also B is getting capped. No decaps possible for Apes. No one here behind on the bridges to decap that B cap. So very strong lead to KROLI right now. But Apes is already preparing for a push here in the enemy spawn. Or in their own spawn actually. And they might have a good option to push onto here. The 60TP taking a big hit already. Is super isolated. Does have some backup. But still, Apes can just YOLO in here and kill some tanks that do have a tank advantage. They just have to go in right now. And cannot afford to wait for too long. They cannot focus fire too well here. The enemies are still hull down to them. And they are not wanting to go in with everyone just yet. As the VK72 is just pushing into the back here of Parmesan. And putting out a big shot into him. That he might be able to just... Yeah, he is shooting down the enemy 60TP2 one shot. First gun out of the fight already. As KROLI is just down to 6 versus 7 right now. Still having hit points, still having cap points though. T100 LT just got killed on side of Apes. And also the Streetswagen got killed. So it is now KROLI with a tank advantage right now. There the next one goes down, but it is on side of KROLI again. So guns being slightly more even again. Also very relentless in focus here, not getting killed by the 60TP, who is currently pushing into two tanks completely alone. But still getting support by AMX M4, who manages to pick up the kill. Cap points are going to be a huge issue here for Apes. They managed to cap base B right now. But C, D, C, A, both still on side of KROLI. T100 LT just managed to take base A, and with that kill, it is a cap win to KROLI. Well played here on the cap management again by KROLI. Just keeping the light tank alive, being able to circle around with that, absolutely crucial here for them. So KROLI now with 1 point in advance. But that does not mean too much just yet. Okay, how is it looking now? You know what, I'll just need to add one thing right now. And that is the score group. And then I can finally use my tournament room overlay again. Score, see, yep. Just gotta put it into position like that. And other one over there. Yes, like that. Outside. Yeah. Hey, I got it. Oh, I need to rally up. I almost forgot. That would have been awkward. Yeah. Ah. That's why what I wanted. Okay, still not perfect, but never mind. We're going places. Oh no, did it change over there? No, that's not what I wanted. Ah, damn it. Never mind. It's working on this one now and on the tournament room.
Move out.
So again, Altenstadt, 1 win for KROLI so far. KROLI again going for the sneaky LT spot over here, right behind that A cap. And also Apes are playing quite passively here on the A side, just sending the T100 LT into that TT position to carefully spot. Nothing spotted here on the A side. It's a question, who of the LTs is going to go first here into base A? Because it's going to cost some hit points. Not many though, as it is not much more than the T100 LT. Meanwhile, KROLI is relocating towards base A. That did not get spotted by the LT, which might be a huge problem to Last Exile. He's still unspotted, but soon he will be spotted right behind and cannot run away anymore then. He is now spotted. And this will be game deciding potentially. One shot missing, and now it is actually Atkinson just in a really bad position here, getting pushed onto by the T100. No, he's not getting pushed. It's just a drive-by. The T100 wants to get out of there, and there's still some tanks covering him. So Atkinson also has to be careful. Still manages to put in some really crucial shot here, which keeps the T100 spotted for the next 20 seconds. Maybe he is still going to get shot again. No, looks like he's safe to get out of there. Over here we've also got a pretty low Streetswagen already. And there's the Tokunami Amarek. I don't know for how many hit points it has been. I think he was still quite healthy up to that point. Striker in bad focus 5 here, down to 140 hit points only. Also here the VK72 lost quite a lot of hit points. Looks good for Apes right now. Although the VK72 here maybe getting a touch too aggressive as he's trying to focus out Kakadu, but is just running into the middle of 3 tanks here. Getting killed right there. So 2 tanks out on side of Apes, 3 tanks out on side of KROLI. Hit points pretty close still, but in favor of the Apes team. Now with a 2-gun advantage for Apes. Streetswagen in the back still covering that C-cap and having pretty good crossfire onto the T100 here. So Last Exile manages to pick him up. No way of escaping for that T100. Well played here by Apes. Counter pushing the B side as they had their T100 in focus in their own spawn, which I was focused a lot on. But it was simply not too much about that. Only 2 against 4 right now. There goes Crash as well. Angola out of the fight. Only 1 E5 left alive here, who's still trying to fight against a few people. He does not have hit points though to win this anymore. Although he gets a bounce, gets a huge HE tungsten shell roll into his back. And will be taken out by that Streetswagen here. Well played by Apes. So 1-1 right now. And that was a first win to Apes as well. They did a really good job here of just re-pushing the B area. While KROLI was not necessarily having the best positions as they were starting very passively on the back. Pushing into the A area and not being able to take out the T100 over there. They had 1 enemy on side of the A cap. Did not manage to shoot him for more than 1 or 2 shots, I believe. So it was really not too great for them. Could have worked out a lot better if they somehow connected their shots better. And just, yeah, managed to find that LT. But surprisingly, he was unspotted, did not spot anyone, and still managed to run away. Oh. So definitely good job by the T100 LT as well. I'm still not happy here. Best of 5. Is there any more information that we need? I think that's fine now. There was something else again as well, but I don't know what it was. Okay. Yep, looking good now. So, we are heading into the next game on Castilla here. After the second time of seeing Alpenstadt, which I do not really like in tournaments. So for Castilla, we can either expect a really aggressive gameplay of just pushing that seaside.
Let's go.
Rarely ever we are seeing both teams pushing C, because it's not the most popular push. But still not uncommon either. Both teams sending over a tank to spot that C area here. It is an E5 climbing the hill. Does he manage to do so? Yeah, he's up the hill. And he does have a good hull down spot here. Just overlook. Look at this E5 here, just taking 1k damage. As he just got a touch too aggressive, trying to spot the hill as well. I'm just surprised right now and laughing because I'm seeing 2 E5s climbing hills here. No T100 LTs or light tank spotting. Atkinson is still spotting in the river a little bit. It was probably one also spotting that E5. We've got double 60 TP camping on the hill. Don't copy this in random games, guys. Do not copy this kind of stuff. This works out over here because the team is working well together. T100 spotting heavies just camping for now and waiting for the information to move in, and at the same time Apes is getting away with an A cap. Very, very passive lineup here by KROLI, and they are just all camping. Look at this. Look at this campy stuff here, but it is Camp Stia. This map is well known for that. Maybe Virulentus is going to have some decapping shots still. It's going to be close. Yes, it does get in an IG shot still. 50 hit points. But enough to decap. And is now set up perfectly in a hull down spot behind the rock here. Could shoot I repetitively. Although Apes might still be able to get away with an I cap. But KROLI is going for a relocation here. Sitzwagen also with a speed boost. Maybe a little bit too early. I don't really see a huge benefit of a speed boost. But it is the IS-7 that they are having in mind to focus here. IS-7 is trapped behind that house. That is what KROLI knows. It does have some backup, of course. But they can just push in, take out one gun. And then they only have the FV215B in the back. They can potentially take that A-cap as well. They're having 5 tanks pushing onto that IS-7, so they're definitely going to have that cap here, that kill. That's for sure. And also on the other side, I could see some hit points dropping. No, it was actually no hit points dropped over there. So gun advantage to KROLI right now. B is being capped by the T100 LT. A is being capped by Virulentus in the T125. Meanwhile, Apes was relocating back towards base A, but they don't have any advantage here anymore. They lost a tank. And they're trying to re-push here into the A-cap. Although KROLI is not necessarily in the best positions down there in the river, yet they all hull down. Vavik here lost a ton of hit points as he just tried to push out there, put out some shots into the enemies. He's now on a one shot. And look at this Semper, he's just YOLOing in, and the reactive armor absolutely not saving him. As he is getting into that crossfire. Also, the FV215B just got killed in the back there. Apes desperately trying to push in and do something, but if they don't get a ton of armor racks in a row, they have no chance here. It might be a 7-0 for KROLI. They still have all their tanks alive. Apes are really, really struggling to get into the fight. Streetswagen still the last man standing. He is not going to do much about this and is just turning aside to the enemies to end the suffering quite quickly here. What a dominant win here by KROLI. A very, very campy start, but it was absolutely paying off. Bit of a questionable move by the Apes team to send the E5 up on the hill there. I have not seen that perfectly, but it was looking weird, to be honest. Seeing that E5 climb up there, lose 1k hit points already. Yeah, the 60 DPs were unexpected, but of course, it could be expected that someone was going to be there. So we're at a 2-1 right now for the KROLI team. Not 3, 2. And we are going to have the same map again, different spawns now. We are seeing similar lineups again. I did not really pay attention to lineups so far. I was just not really pointing out what was exactly going on there. I mean, yeah, it did not really matter too much. But okay. Lots of Streetswagens. We're seeing some IS-7s this time. E5s as well. And 121Bs. T100. That combination is quite common here on KROLI's side. At least one 121B and one T100 LT is what they are mostly going for. And this time, even for double T100 and the 121B. Double E5 with the reactive armor, it's got a ton of hit points. And also, we've got Apes with some Streetswagen, some IS-7s, a Yo, and an E5. So quite a bit heavier on side of Apes here. But the mobility is mostly or often paying off a little bit more here on this map. Because of being able to go for some nice crossfire and relocations. It's often a campy map. And it is not necessarily one where you can easily push away one side. Use 7 heavy tanks to get in there. Just spreading out with 7 heavies also means that you might offer some weak spots somewhere. KROLI sending double E5 towards the C-cap again. Apes, on the other hand, just going to spot with a T100. Ah, interesting. I have not seen that spot yet. Honestly, yeah, it's honestly the first time I'm seeing this climb over there, and it looks pretty good, to be honest. It does not have a bush like over there, but still, it does have some rocks to cover him, and does have the spots there in the river, but just not getting the spot in on the E5, who's now moving forwards. Maybe. Yes, he does get the spot in. Does bounce a shot though, I believe. One E5 lost some hit points already over here. KROLI getting aggressive on the C side here. Now sending in the Streetswagen to pressure out the T100. The Streetswagen is not going to peek too far around the corner. Just tries to make sure that there is no one camping right there anymore. Maybe with the spots over there, the Streetswagens can get into the enemy spawn quite aggressively. But the T100 is just still in a spotting position. Does have the spots, does not bother to shoot yet, as he just wanted to wait for the best moment. Now that the Streetswagen is just pushed over into the river, the LT was daring to go for the shot here. 121B is struggling here in crossfire, but he is still covered from the sides here. Although the T100 had to drop down off the hill. The 121B is quite hard to get, yet having too many guns directed at him, so he is not able to survive anymore. Could not drop down into the river either because of the Yo over there. Streetswagens here maybe get a bit too aggressive. They do not have good positions here right in the middle of the two hills. E5 having some really strong position for crossfiring. Streetswagen over there also in a pretty good position. And it will not be possible for KROLI to win this side, definitely. How's it looking on the other side though? It will be much more about that. I7 had to drop down into the river where he's basically out of the fight. Still alive though. Kakadu down to one shot, getting killed right there. 3 tanks out of the fight on side of KROLI already. Not looking good for them at all. 195 only with a premium ammunition of the T100. But also 2 guns going down here on side of Apes in this moment. The last Exa about to pick up the T100 LT. Maybe still getting in a shot but getting killed as well. E5 just chasing the T100. But not going to be able to get the kill. Next T100 LT getting killed here. So only 2 versus 5 right now. But maybe either E5 is still getting that LT. Absolutely huge kill here. Super important. And over here we are having Streetswagen in a 1v2 situation. Not being able to win this one. Definitely not against an E5 with reactive armor. And a second Streetswagen right behind still. Even if the E5 wins this fight over here, which is very, very unlikely, he won't have any chance anymore. A good start by KROLI, but just spreading out too far here by sending the Streetswagens into the enemy spawn that aggressively. And he was almost able to pick up the kill still, but the Yo now does have the 2 shots loaded, gets the kill. A very interesting gameplay here on this one. I really like the start on side of the KROLI team, but Apes just had the better positions then and played better together as a team, with KROLI just lacking some coordination. Apes also doing a good job of pushing forwards, making sure they would not have anyone in the front and no campers anymore. And just, oh no, it's not 3-1 right now, it is actually 2-2. So we are going to switch the maps again. And we're going to see Camel now. So probably a lot of mediums and light tanks as well here on this map. It's quite common to see on this one. KROLI just going for double, triple T100 LT on this game. They're also having 1 IS-7, 1 Streetswagen, double 60p. And Apes is still thinking about their lineup for the moment. And now I noticed what is missing. I don't have the map info anymore here on screen. Aha. Yeah. Yeah, no time anymore. Okay. Next game starting. And this will actually be deciding over which team gets into the finals here. I think the other team, the losing team, will still have a chance in the lower bracket then. I think it should be double elimination at this point, yes. So we're in the upper bracket right now. The losing team will then play the lower bracket finals immediately and then have another chance of getting into the grand finals again. So let's move up here. Apes all moving towards the middle. KROLI sending in some tanks towards the A area here. 1 Streetswagen triple LT moving towards base A. Apes getting quite aggressive here. Sending in a hull down tank into the river. 2 E5s actually, but it won't be possible for them to decap base B anymore. But Apes also getting super aggressive in the back here with a double 200. E5 still to the front of 60p. Is he going to suffer quite a bit for this? No. He's not suffering too much for this. It is actually E5 losing over half of his hit points for this move, trying to punish that 60p. Double caps advantage on side of KROLI already, but now also C and D have been capped. But still, really bad start for Apes here, as they lost a lot of hit points. Already 3 tanks down to half their hit points already. They did not manage to decap B, which was basically their mission here, trying to get aggressive behind the enemies and also aggressive in the middle. If they managed to shoot down the 60p, maybe perma-tracked him or so, they would have had a huge advantage here. But like this, they lost the cap advantage, they lost the hit points, and are now in pretty bad positions. The E5 here, not spotted anymore right now, but really low on hit points. They have to push in somehow still. Of course, there is Striker in the front here, but KROLI has 4,000 or 3,000 hit points more than the Apes team. And I don't see any way of Apes being able to push in there, especially with the lineup that Apes chose to play with. They don't have any more DPM either. If they push in, they're going to lose on the DPM, they're going to lose on the hit points. But it won't take long for KROLI to also get some kills there. Stemper now pushing into B. But he's still getting shot from multiple different angles. The Striker being right in front of him with the tungsten shells loaded, putting in a big shot into Semper. But also lost his reactive armor, now getting killed here. And that should already seal the deal, because this means that there is a gun advantage now to the KROLI team. They have more hit points, they have more DPM. There is nothing that Apes can do still. They can desperately try to push in, but there is no point anymore for them. They have no chance of winning anymore. 5k hit points down, which is just almost 50% less right now. And what are they supposed to do? They could not take base B, they could not punish the KROLI team for decapping base B. So Apes is desperately trying to put out some crossfire still. Maybe that was poor coordination with the E5 getting that aggressive on that B cap. Maybe Apes team was not ready yet. Or maybe it was just KROLI having some perfect crossfire here and Apes not really having the best chances. But we did not see any push simultaneous to the cap advantage, to the cap here of the B cap. Attempt, that's the word that I was missing. KROLI getting aggressive as well. XD in focus fire, getting killed. 940 points for KROLI right now. 990 points with a kill right there. 2 one-shots. Cap win to KROLI. Well played. Good job, KROLI. Apes not having any chance here, sadly. Not having the best strategy to counter them. Or actually, the strategy was not the problem. The strategy was good. The problem was that there was just not, it was just not working out. No, it was just not working out to decap that B base and punish the enemies there. Oof. Okay. That was I think the next one should probably be starting quite soon, or maybe we still have a few minutes. So let's refresh the page here. Just wanna quickly have a look. Matches. Next one starting in... okay, we have some time. 20 minutes. Or... No. No, probably just 4 minutes. not getting an invite for this one. Okay, we're not going to see the match for third place. Yeah. Because we are waiting for the finals then. Yeah, that makes sense. So let me just quickly show you again. We are on group 3. And I'll have to fix this again. Yep. Okay, so it's no double elimination actually here. That's what I thought for a moment. So next one is going to be AKTS versus KROLI. Starting in about 15 minutes. So I will just, I will probably still take a 3-minute break and play some games. And yeah, that's all going to be our next game. AKTS, as we've heard, is the former Pink. Let me just quickly have another look at this. AKTS. Just checking on Blitz stars right now. No, I don't see. Wait. No. Just checking the AKTS clan here. I do see Santiago Bernabeu is Nick Ace. That I know. I know Gats2 has played on Pink before. But all the Hidden Rain, Hidden Pain names, I don't know them. They all rerolls, by the way. So it's an entire Russian team here, it seems. Or just Russian speaking, probably. CS server team. I just moved over. So probably they are not Russian, but Russian speaking only. Because, of course, we do have the rule of only 2 foreigners of a different server per team. And I do not recognize this one either. So, yeah, I cannot tell you much about this clan. Maybe someone on the chat can tell us. Because we've seen some AKTS fans here. What team is AKTS? They probably CIS team, but what's their name on CIS server? Maybe someone can help us out there. So how's it looking for the others actually? This one. So other groups here, API, EG, finals, of course, it's also going to be very interesting. But be aware, we also have an interesting game here on our stream. That's also going to be absolutely great, I'm sure. But APA versus EG is definitely what I'm going to see after that still. We've got Rejects versus Yoipa. Or Isra it is, I think. Yeah, Isra is the name. So also Isra is a top 16 team who have played quite well. They even got into the top 8 once. Also Ukrainian team, lots of Ukrainian teams, yeah, Russian speaking teams this season. So that's also going to be an interesting game. Over here we've got KROLI versus AKTS, of course. Here we've got Ikra versus Aqua. Aqua just won easily against Jones, it seems. And also Ikra did not lose any games yet. They are also looking strong. Well, we will see how they're going to perform against Aqua then. Over here we've got an interesting final. It's well, top quality team. Tourney quality team versus Raid. TQT also undefeated here in the rounds before that. So you can see quite clearly our favorites here. And after today's Prove Your Skill tournament, we will have some pretty good idea of which teams are going to have a good chance of getting into the top 8. Because if you do not win here, or at least do not manage to get into the top 2, then you already struggle a lot more to get into the top 8, because you need some good scores on every single PYS tournament. This one I needed. And we still have just about 14 minutes until the next game, or 10 minutes. So let me have a look. Well, welcome guys. I see a lot of people here on the chat, and as well a few Russian speakers. Говорите по-английски, пожалуйста. Please keep it English if you can. But also to the mods, you don't have to delete everything that is in Russian right now, because it is clear that we have a lot of Russian fans here. Ukrainian fans, or yeah, gotta make an exception. Maybe we even have some people who were able to moderate the Russian speaking stuff, because I don't know, yeah, it's hard to just, I cannot tell who I could trust now to do such a task, but it would be really nice if someone was just reaching out to me still, just to make sure there was no political drama or so on a chat time. That would be very helpful. Any Russian speakers, please contact me on Discord if you're watching here anyways for the season. If you want to just take part a little bit and support a little bit, that would be much appreciated. Because I think it's not going to be the only stream of this tournament where we will have a lot of Russian on the chat. And I just don't want to delete everything. I don't think that's the right call. Game's down again. Refreshing again. Okay. But yeah, of course, it would be better if you just translate it, even with a translator. Would be really nice of you if you manage to do that. Just so that everyone can understand you. Okay. So yeah, Aisel, thanks for moderating, and let's just... Oh. Let's not block everything in Russian. Because today we are following some Russian-speaking teams. On other streams, yeah, it would be nice to delete that kind of stuff. But not really needed for this one. I just hope that there is no drama or so on the chat. Ah. Crap.
We've damaged them.
Uh-oh, there's more. Nope. Oh no. Yachts.
Enemy armor is hit.
Oh, okay. have the next one?
Enemy armor is damaged. Penetration.
Nice, Minotauro pushing out the TP is going to be very helpful. I don't know why the type is pushing in there. Ah.
Penetration.
We've got this. Good.
Penetration.
Actually, second time on this map here on this stream, although I just played 5 games or so. Both times some really weird stuff happened.
Wall bounce.
Oh, nice bounce.
Enemy armor is hit. Enemy armor is damaged.
Oh, 367 only.
Gotcha.
Okay. Simple Marcus. Cheered 1 bit, thanks. Okay, my last game, then I will go for a very quick break before the next games are starting. Next games will be in 7 minutes already, so in about 5 minutes there will be the room. Okay, only 1 medium on the enemy side. I like to see that. Ah. Let's go for adrenaline. He's going to camp there? No, what? He's driving for the beach.
Enemy armor is hit. We've damaged them.
Don't ever do this. Don't go for the beach. If you are at the beach, you will just take an eternity to get back up.
Enemy armor is hit.
Team? Oh no. Okay, I have to run. Not working out with these campers.
We didn't penetrate their armor.
T-57 might come. How am I going to do this? I've also got an AMX AFK or camping. Let's try to help with the T-57 then.
Enemy armor is damaged.
I can still shoot that guy.
Penetration. Enemy armor
I
is
could see
damaged.
some medium camping behind T-57. I think he's reloading right now. I'm not entirely sure. Yeah, he's reloaded.
Crack hit. Enemy vehicle destroyed.
Not great, but okay. Yeah. This is weird.
We've damaged them. Enemy armor is damaged.
Okay, he shot, but I only have one shot. Oh, nice. Did not expect this. But where's the object 907?
Enemy armor is hit.
Because he's going to be a huge problem for me.
One of our tracks is damaged. Penetration. Enemy armor is hit.
No.
We've damaged
Nice.
them.
That EMX woke up. What is this game? We still have KROLI and FE. V. Was he also spotted right there? Yes.
Penetration.
Oh, nice. And FE just shot.
Enemy armor is damaged.
Very nice game.
Enemy armor is hit.
Very weird game though. Okay. What was that? Okay. We can focus again, yeah. Oh. Although I quickly need some water. 1 second. I will be right there for you. Just need a second.
Time to roll out.
Okay. Sorry. That energy boost wasn't needed. So we are back here. Let's move up. Winter Malinovka it is. AKTS versus KROLI on the very first BYS final here. aggressive move towards base C by AKTS here with a 2100 LT, getting that cap already. But also base A is being taken. Yet with that A cap you cannot get that aggressive into that, because there is quite a bit of room to not have the spots. So it is always a bit risky to move in too early there. At the same time, T100 on AKTS side already has a C cap, is now deep in the corner here to get in the spots in this lane. Well, there's only Streetswagen to overlook that area. KROLI just setting themselves up here for a push into the enemy spawn. Or no, actually what we are seeing here is 121B pushing up to T100. It's not working though. Maybe they're going for a second attempt for some better spots. But it will be problematic for KROLI to go for a push, because pushing in over there is, yeah, not really possible. There's a bait going on here by AKTS. They are just hiding behind that church, just staying unspotted, waiting for the enemies to come around the corner. Oh, KROLI is not trying to push again. 3 guys unspotted in the back. And I'm a little bit too high here in the fog, in the clouds. Not much happening for now. T100 has spotted the bait, at least 2 of those. This gives some crucial information to KROLI. Are we seeing a move already on this side then? KROLI does know that there are 3 heavies deep down in the enemy spawn, so they can now push in over here. So we are seeing the Streetswagen getting a bit aggressive here, still already just still being careful about it, as they do not have all the tanks available just yet, but they are going for the move. But also AKTS does know what's up already. They've been spotted, so they are also relocating, getting closer to their C cap to defend that one. T100 LT here, just carefully sitting there. I don't know if he can even spot the left side like that. At least what he can do is proxy spot in this area all around him here, just by the 50-meter proxy spotting range. Ah, this fog is annoying. But it is about the B cap right now. Bot to be moving into the B cap, yet the VK72 being quite a high tank, not really being able to cover there properly. We will see if some more shots are connecting, some HE flying into the bot to B again. Ice4 also putting in a big shot here and some fire on bot to B. Ice4 now going in, going to get to the side of the VK. And it is the VK going down very first here. He won't survive much longer. There he goes, ammo rack even. But also the C side is getting pushed right now. Guns being even. IS4 over here also down to 1 shot, now getting killed. AKTS is ready to counter push though. They're not having, or they're actually having more hit points still. But they're not having the guns on the field. They're having the gun less, but it might change quite quickly. As the AMX M4 is in focus fire. A bit of a ram, not quite enough to get the kill here. And also the E5 over there is down to 1 shot, now getting killed. 2 1-shots on the field, on side of KROLI. But KROLI just still having more, and just now having more hit points. Now having also the same amount of guns. Over there we could see another tank of AKTS getting deleted in short time. Tokonami down to a 1-shot, about to get killed right there. But the T100 is still alive, and the T100 is just offering a good mobility and good amount of hit points still. And great DPM of course. And that's a cap run to KROLI, which I did not really pay attention to yet. But KROLI did some great cap management here, taking that C base, while AKTS was so focused on counter pushing that they totally gave up on the bases. And just gave that advantage to the KROLI team here. Well played. Okay, so actually Right, KROLI is now 1 point ahead, and actually Nick Ace was not playing here. I was just seeing him on a clan, but he is not on a team apparently. Nope, not at all. Did we have any answer on the chat, by the way? What team AKTS is? Maybe if someone just... I was not able to keep up the chat with the chat. Maybe someone could tag me on Discord with that. That would be great. If there was an answer already, because there's a lot of stuff going on the chat and I'm having to focus on tournaments only here. On the tournament streams. Too much stuff going on. Great first game here by KROLI. The B-Cap looked to be kind of desperate. I mean, B-Cap did not really look like it was working out. AKTS counter-pushing quite nicely there, but KROLI just pushing on to C in the best way and having some good advantage by that. Being about even with the amount of hit points then for most part of the game. Not having the guns on the field, but that did not really matter too much here, as it was just not about the guns too much, but rather about the caps in the very end. So we are going to see the next game on Winter Malinovka here.
Time to roll out.
Triple medium lineup here by KROLI. Double 1-1B, 1-T100 LT. T100 is going for the spots, but there won't be anything in the front. The 1-1B is trying to pre-aim the bush here on this side. Might be blind firing. Yeah, there are some blind shots, but they are not hitting anything. And it will be AKTS with a pretty good cap lead again. No, they are just pushing through here with the E5, straight through the middle. They know there is nothing to the front on the C side, so they don't go for the caps at all, just want to go for the kills here. They have an isolated 60 TP to the front. But are they able to push in there? I don't think they have any advantage for this push. And they will struggle, as they are already getting flanked here by the medium tanks. But the T100 LT here getting tagged, trying to cross over right behind the enemies, getting too aggressive. They're getting pre-aimed, losing almost 2/3 of his hit points. But the 60 TP now also in very bad focus fire, going to get killed here by AKTS. Gun advantage to AKTS right now as they're trying to push forward. But I'm feeling like AKTS is just losing too many hit points on the go. They have an advantage still, about 2k hit points more, as the T100 LT is getting chased down here. But it is not a kill of the T100. The T125 actually ignoring the T100, pushing into the 1-1B. Did not expect to have any shots onto the T100, but now he gets the LT. And that's the second kill for AKTS. Super aggressive gameplay. Third kill for AKTS. And especially one medium, one light tank. Super crucial for them to get those kills. What's going on over here? Violentus in the middle of 3 tanks, also about to get killed. Although the E5, of course, is also getting killed on the very next shot. Not getting any shots off anymore. But what a game here by AKTS with that aggressive push straight through the middle, ignoring the caps completely. And KROLI really struggling to do anything against that. Look at this. Look at this. 2 minutes into the game, 7-0. And it really, for a second, I was thinking this is not going to work out at all for the AKTS team. Yet they managed to do this. Okay, this is CIS meta that we are seeing here now. This does not look like the typical passive EU stuff we are used to, although some EU teams are also daring to go quite aggressive. Mostly they are playing for the safest start possible and going for some extra moves later on then. Game number 2 is a win to AKTS. So 1-1 right now. We're switching maps to Dynasty's Pearl, so we're going to see some aggressive brawls once more. That's for sure. Give me a second. I wanna just... It's bothering me that I'm not having this set up properly. This is what I wanted. I wanted to be able to show you the map here. Yeah, let's do it like... Wait, some map names are longer? No, actually it should be fine like this. And here I can give you the other info then. Okay. That's much better already. Let's get to the next game. Dynasty's Pearls. Oh, Pearl. Only one Pearl. By the way, in case you didn't know, on YouTube I just released an entire map guide on this map here. For random battles though.
Let's get this show on
With
the
my
road.
best tips to win this game and to win this map. And also best first spots, etc. But we are here for the tournament now. And we are seeing KROLI fielding a lot of 60 TPs. Double VK72 as well, Stridswagen, all heading towards base C. On side of AKTS, there's a bait going on with double FA215B in the back here. They are DPM and accuracy going to cover the VK72. VK putting in a nice IG shot, just 200 damage, but might still be helpful later on. Better than bouncing off a sneaky or tricky cupola shot. So the VK does overlook the C area, does not have any decapping shots though. So cap advantage to KROLI as it seems. Meanwhile, AKTS has spread up quite a bit. Was also going for the other side. Double FE215B also on this side. Interesting to see that the FE215Bs are the preferred choice here for the AKTS team, and 4 of those is really something rare to see, because mostly it is just Stridswagen power in the current meta. But AKTS is just thinking, yeah, we will go for FE215Bs instead, they can HE everything, it will be better. And yes, they can HE pretty much all the tank sides that are on the field here, and the rear, of course, all the tanks available here. So if it comes to the push, the FE215Bs are going to be really nasty with that HE module damage and DPM. And so far, they can only have shots from the rear, or not even that, because the FVs are just trying to cover the VK72s. We can see the lineup or the idea behind the strategy quite nicely here. We've got the VK72s for the front with their armor and hit points, and the FE215Bs right behind. The VKs are spotting, the FE215Bs are waiting for any moves, waiting for some information, and then they will go in. So far they are not doing anything, because they hope for KROLI to do something and maybe relocate towards base A, so the FVs could maybe just push in, or they hope for the VKs to get pushed, but KROLI does have the cap lead, they don't have to push in right now. So it will be the question, what's going to happen here? KROLI is also not making any attempt of going for the rear or going for A or whatever. Usually or quite often we are seeing relocations of just countering the other side, going all the way to the enemy spawn then, even if you're having the cap lead. But it is not happening here. AKTS has just reconsidered their plan, is now sending all the tanks over to the A cap, while still having the VK72s right here. I think KROLI knows what's up, they know that there is a bait, or there was a bait, so they did not want to go for the move here. But they do not expect this move in the back here. Stridswagen being spotted by the FE215B now. Speed boost being pulled off. But there's still double VK72 about to put in some nasty damage. A 1.4k damage into the FV, who just pulled off the reactive armor quite a bit too late. And are they going to find some shots over here still? Bounced off the Streetswagen. So the AFI-215Bs still wasting a ton of time. While KROLI is able to push forwards over here. And they have the VK-72 in focus fire. Who is down to a one-shot already. And will be taken out quite soon probably. But it will be probably someone else who got killed first. Maybe it is Hidden Leaf here. Now also the other VK-72 just got killed. The Streetswagen still alive. Running away from the AFI-215Bs who are just too slow to go against the Streetswagen. And the failed HE here by Hidden Rain is just costing his teammate another few hit points and him a bit of time, which would have really helped him to get closer to the rest of his teammates. But there are not many people left alive with the AFI-215Bs being the last ones on the field right now. The VK-72s meant to take the hits, but could not stay alive for an eternity here, as the AFIs just took far too long. And I think the tank choice of the AFI-215Bs did not work out here. They were just too slow to counter the Streetswagens. And potentially even for the bait. I don't know if the FE was perfect choice there. Well, but it was just KROLI staying close together and going for a really good move of pushing forwards while AKTS had all the tanks in the enemy's rear. Strong performance by KROLI once more. AKTS could not quite keep up with that one. Okay, so that means we are having 2-1. Best of 7, by the way. So we are still going to see quite a few more games. Next one's going to start in about a minute. It will be Genesis Pearl again. And yeah, as it is a best of 7, not a best of 5 as on the previous games, we are going to see at least 2 more wins here, or 2 more games, because 4 games are needed to win this encounter then. Again, some VK-72 spam here. The AFI-215Bs again on side of AKTS, but only 2 of those this time. Some more armor with the IS-4s now. KROLI going for triple 60TP again, Streetswagen, AMX M4 and VK-72. So I think hit point difference will be quite big again. Although 60TPs do not have too many hit points, but the VKs, AMX definitely do. Also still more armor on the side of KROLI. Only 1 fast tank, basically the Streetswagen is the medium tank here for KROLI. 21, of course. 2, that's enough. And we are heading into the game. KROLI on red here, on the south spawn this time. And Ackerson with a beautiful winter camouflage. I love it.
Let's go.
Most beautiful camo for me. Okay. KROLI heading towards base C with everyone again. AKTS doing some very similar thing to what they have done on the last game. But this time they are not having AFI-215Bs in the back, just 1 IS-4 only, which is not having the best firepower, but it might still just help holding up. Anyone on C? KROLI going for the outer side to gain that advantage of the map control here. Quick A-cap by AKTS with the IS-4 this time. And now C is also getting capped. The IS-4 just moved up. Did not even try to go for a shot though. Just wanted to get back into safety. I could hear some shots. VK-90 over there lost some hit points. Was trying to peek on a plateau without side-scraping, it seems. And I don't know who managed to shoot him there. 600 hit points or so he lost already. And we're already seeing KROLI return to spawn. They are having the cap deficit, so they are already preparing a move onto the A cap. But so is AKTS on the move towards base C. Both teams running around the map right now. It will be the question if KROLI is going to be first to move into base A. And if they can pick up some kills there. Or if it is AKTS moving into base C first. Streetswagen now spotted. This might give the call for the VKs here at the AKTS team to go for the move onto the C base. They have 2 tanks right to their front. But both of them in good passive positions. It's going to take a while for AKTS to dig them out there. They're not having the fastest tanks available to do so. And we're already seeing a super aggressive move here now. Much faster move by KROLI. They're having the VK90 in focus and also the IS-4. Both tanks getting focused out simultaneously. This might give the KROLI team a good lead here. As soon as they manage to pick up those kills. They're not going for the C cap or for the A cap right now though. Streetswagen maybe overcommitting a little bit, almost getting killed. Streetswagen down to 6 hit points, but 2 tanks out on the side of AKTS. Yet the Streetswagen will also be effectively out of the fight now. 3rd kill here for KROLI. Very aggressive gameplay, and it is currently the RV215B in focus. He's maybe moving out of there, not getting tracked still with a big shot by Axon. Getting killed as well there. Only 3 tanks left on the field for AKTS. Streetswagen now moving up in the back, still being able to sneakily put out some damage. IS-1 no chance of turning around or covering. VK72 just looking like an elephant with a turret turned to the back. Trying to run around there but not having any chance anymore. Neither can the RV215B on the C side do anything. There goes the VK. And the RV is probably still going to pick up the Streetswagen with an HE. Going to jump onto him. Yep. But also being stuck now. And getting killed here with the next shot then. Well played by KROLI. Just being way faster on the push. Despite AKTS having the information about the Streetswagen pushing the A side, AKTS was still hesitating quite a lot there. They did not go in immediately and did not have anyone to focus out really, because the 60TP and the AMX M4 were so far in the back and moving out of the bad situation already. Or it was not really a bad situation for them. They just moved back into cover. Look at this. Wait, I don't know which 60TP it was. Where's the AMX M4 actually? AMX M4 still did almost 2k damage despite being the last one. And probably the one to get focused here by AKTS. So 3rd win to KROLI. Match point to them, potentially the last one, last game on the next game here. Switching maps to Normandy this time. We've not seen it yet. And it will be a lineup of Super Conqueror, triple 60TP, Streetswagen in a double pack and an E5 for KROLI. No mediums or light tanks for them. On side of AKTS, we are having double RV215B once more, one Sheridan for the spots and some early damage potentially, and quadruple T1 and E5. So quite a different lineup here for the AKTS team. And I think so far I cannot really say that AKTS tank choices and lineups were convincing me too much. They did go against the meta a little bit, and I do not really see them being at an advantage because of this. Maybe they don't have the Streetswagens, maybe they just... I don't know. We will see. They will start with a few hit points less, I guess. Although... oh, hit points just 600 in favor of KROLI.
Move out.
Light tank might do something early on, let's have a look. But it might also be the case that he is just not offering too much of a benefit apart from the first spot. So he's going in for an aggressive spot. Does not put out any damage but avoids taking a big hit here. Gets in 4 spots, which can potentially help AKTS quite a lot because they know exactly there is a Streetswagen to cover base A right now. Sheridan does not even go for the bunker in the back. AKTS can now afford to get quite aggressive on this side because they know exactly what's up. They're also pushing in with an E5 over here into the side of Tourney, but there is still a Streetswagen to cover that. And maybe T125 is getting a bit too aggressive here on the side, but also over here. We're having T125 in focus fire getting killed already by Axon, but also Axon is getting killed here for this move. So 1-on-1, not necessarily the best trade, but I think in terms of map control, this absolutely made sense for KROLI to push into the plane area, try to take out these double T125s, because also hitting waterfall is going to go down right there. The Sheridan struggling to really put out his DPM, cannot get aggressive, cannot put in his hit points into the fight. AKTS losing out on the hit point and is not having much to fight with anymore. They're down 2 tanks, but also KROLI has lost 2 guns already. 2k hit points advantage though for KROLI. Streetswagen in focus over there. Maybe the Sheridan does have the kill. Might have to go for an HE, does not get the HE in, just takes an APCR. But someone else is picking up the kill. So gun advantage to AKTS right now. Roland is also getting killed here. Still a gun advantage to AKTS. Hit points being even again. Now the hit points are in favor of AKTS. FE215B. Maybe a little bit in the open. Not in focus. T125 is in focus over here. KROLI not having the kill just yet, but maybe on the very next shot, if the Super Kong might be able to block him a little bit. Yes, it is a kill here. Guns even again. And hit points turned around again in favor of KROLI. As KROLI just lost another tank. So again, advantage to AKTS. It may change quickly here. Super Conqueror bouncing with those sneaky, tricky tracks here. The Sheridan might still really be important for this point now, because the Sheridan does offer the mobility. In the end fight, the Sheridan does have far more room to fight for, but the E5 is going to get killed with an HE here. Still puts out a crucial shot into that Super Conqueror, shooting him down to a 1-shot. As the FE215B is trying to move in, going to take a shot. This might have been a bit too much. Sheridan does have the shot, does have the kill. And now it is 2v1 here as Kong getting the kill. But the Sheridan, it's not necessarily a 1-shot. He can be a 1-shot with a big high roll. But he also only needs an HE to kill that Super Conqueror. But the Sheridan's gun is not known to be too accurate. 13 hit points only. Sheridan really needs to hit this shot. And he's trying his best. But so far the Super Conqueror is hiding. Also the Super Conqueror might go for an HE. Does he get the HE in? Nope, he doesn't. Ooh. What a close fight here. GG. AKTS now having 2 points again. Oh, they didn't have 2 points before, but now they have 2 points. Phew. So 3-2 now for KROLI. What a good game still here. God, that was close. Sheridan just getting out of the getting the shots in the end though, and yeah, it might have just imagine the Sheridan was trying to get the kill of the 60 TP if it did not get that shot in. Honestly, with a Sheridan, if you aim in fully, you still cannot trust on your RNG to put that shot into the fight, into the enemy, especially against 60 TP. So good job here, and a little bit of luck as well, I guess. But yeah, was just phenomenal gameplay, of course. I was happy to see that. So we're heading into the next Normandy game. Pretty much the same lineup for AKTS. They're picking some Ice Force this time though. Ice Force do not offer the same amount of mobility, although the E5 is not really mobile anymore. Ice Force are more reliable, I would say. They don't have the turret of the E5, but they have better sights, they have some stronger armor, they have more hit points, but no reactive armor, but also they're not getting tracked that easily. They're not just losing their modules that are really quite weak on the E5. KROLI going for some more Streetswagens this time. Again, a lineup without any mats for them. If I've seen it correctly. Yep. Double Super Conqueror for KROLI. Also some very tricky side armor with the spaced armor. It's very hard to penetrate if it is in a good position. It can side scrape, it does have 2.6k hit points. The turret armor is almost indestructible, unless if the tank is beneath you.
Let's go.
But the mobility just suffers a little bit. We're seeing the Super Conqueror more and more. Hidden Leaf going for the first spot again. Getting in some spots. That was close. I think some of the shots, or one of the shots here, bounced him. Very close though. Streetswagen just trying to get behind the bunker over there. Into the sneaky position to defend base A. But was not able to do so. Just got the Sheridan spotted again and is already rotating out. He's not going to bother about staying there. And it is a push by AKTS already. The E5 losing 1.5k hit points despite the reactive armor. But the triple Streetswagen here is in bad focus fire. He cannot move out of this anymore. He's going to go down, that's for sure. But will it be worth it for AKTS, or are they also going to lose a tank? KROLI counter pushing the middle area, but they lost a tank already. And they are pushing onto the full life EU5 over here. They can focus him out, that's for sure, but it's going to take them quite a bit of time. They still have the FE215 with this CPM right into their back. And they are also going to suffer on a push over here. As AKTS is moving forwards, about to kill that 60 TP. And this E5 is still going to take some time to take out for KROLI here. Hidden Leaf is now covering here. Itachi just still not getting killed. Tokunami also down to a one-shot. Half-stone Deldara will maybe, or Hidden Stone, will maybe have the kill off. Tokunami next, that's for sure actually. Gun advantage to AKTS by 2 guns, and Memcola Crash in the middle of the fight as a one-shot without any armor. Can easily get pushed onto. Sheridan with the mobility, still alive, being able to take some bases now. And it is a push here onto the Super Conqueror and the Streetswagen, while the E5 is getting ignored in the back. It will be important to just pick up some kills now. But it is already a good advantage here for AKTS, again with a very aggressive strategy working out for them. Striker in focus. Down to a one-shot now, about to be picked up by the Sheridan from behind. Which means that Ackerson is the last one alive here. Still taking out Hidden Ryan Pine, clan lead of that AKTS team, but is also getting killed here. Okay. You know what that means? We are in a tiebreaker right now in the finals. 3-3. Phew. Okay. Triple might be a little bit out of position there. With this Streetswagen, he was quite aggressive, taking the base and not being able to rotate out of there. And of course he was just trying to hide still and trying to move away, but maybe that could have been avoided by moving away, running away earlier, especially against a team like AKTS. KROLI has to expect this kind of push. Although it is uncommon to see teams pushing like that, but it is the second time that AKTS is going for it. Super aggressive strategies by them here. We're switching maps again. Yukon will be the next one. It is now going to decide over everything. Just one game deciding everything here now. And it will be T100, double VK72, triple 60p, one Streetswagen for KROLI. AKTS on the other hand going for double T125, triple Type 71, double FE215B. Interesting. I've seen one or the other Type 71 in a previous season. Still, despite the nerf, it is really not that fast anymore, but still very hard to penetrate. And now AKTS is actually going for triple Type 71 here. We're heading into the game in just about 10 seconds. KROLI on the south spawn. I would say the north spawn does have a bit of an advantage actually. But it's obviously very small of an advantage only. And we are going to see KROLI moving into the city for the caps. T100 LT about to spot the D area. AKTS not having any medium tanks, also moving into the city. T100 LT not being able to spot much here apart from 1-2 guys over there. Now also he is spotted. He is delivering some crucial information here. Does have some good crossfire potentially if he was able to stay, but he is also afraid of getting pushed, so he's not staying there. VK is over here getting pushed, but they are well covered. They have double 60p right behind. The push of AKTS absolutely not working out. Now they are in really bad crossfire in the middle of the map. And this might already mean that KROLI does have some great advantage here. AKTS bleeding a lot of hit points already. Especially the E5 lost half of his hit points. And they are bleeding more and more and more. These FE215Bs might have a chance of pushing out the Streetswagen over there. Now there's a push going on, but also Type 71 got killed already on this side. T100 LT still farming from the side here, having some really nasty position. It is almost impossible for AKTS to counter push and get out of this here. They're still trying their best, trying to bounce off some shots with their Type 71s, but failing to do so. KROLI just penetrating everyone, penetrating every tank, every shot, and getting AKTS down to only 4 tanks in just about a moment. So far still 5 tanks alive, as the Streetswagen on the side of KROLI was the first one to get killed. It is now 6 versus 4 already, with one more one-shot on side of the AKTS team. 5 versus 4 still, but AKTS does not have any hit points anymore. Really dominant gameplay by KROLI on this game. Passive gameplay is just working out better on EU, as we can see here. FE215B also about to get killed shortly. Then there's an E5 still on this FE, who are not able to do anything anymore. AKTS risking a lot, gambling a lot with that push. They had in mind to just kill those tanks on C straight away. got spotted early on. And KROLI immediately adjusted, took perfect positions to cover each other. Did really well. AKTS is just risking too much, in my opinion, to play on this server. Maybe this works out better on the CIS server, I don't know. But on EU server, it is more the stuff that KROLI is showing here that is dominating the meta. Good crossfire, strong tanks, aggressive gameplay with lots of heavy tanks. That is how EU is working. And that means KROLI is winning this one. And a really exciting 4-3 here. Really close games. And then a very dominant end here. Well, I think the highlight definitely was the previous game on Normandy still. Where it ended in a one-shot versus one-shot fight. Phew. That is it for today, guys. Well played here to both teams, all the teams we could see today, especially KROLI. I was having some good expectations of them. I was seeing the training, as I was saying already, and they were doing some good stuff. But what I've shown today was really some top 8 level, definitely on potentially top 4 level. Will be interesting to see where this is going to take them in this tournament still. Okay, let me just have a look at the current leaderboard here, or the results of today's games, apart from this one, because it will be interesting. And also, I could see a lot of new followers here as well. I was not able to react to all of them. Speedy, Len420, Wild One Salva, hey man. Good evening, everyone. What else do I see? Some stuff on the chat. Okay. A lot of Russian. It would be great if you were able to just talk English on the chat, please. I'm not going to ban everything today, but yeah, it would be absolutely great of you guys if you were just talking English so everyone could understand you. Good, let's just have another quick look here at the current leaderboard. 1 second. I put in some music again. And this one it is, yeah. So we've seen API beating EG 4-1 here. Quite a dominant game, it seems. I will definitely still have a look at that one. I don't know who it streamed, maybe Wild One Server, you know it. Apart from that, we've got Rejects clearly winning Group 2. UEPA, of course, or ISRA, sorry. ISRA, of course, being a strong team, but just not quite on a level. POC might also still be interesting. They have done some good stuff in the past, but they have not reached the top 8 yet. Might still show some good stuff. I don't know. But I think Group 2 was not that strong, to be honest. Rejects might be top 8, yeah, but apart from that, the others probably not. Group 3 then, the group that we've seen. We've just followed this team here, the team KROLI, getting into the finals with some really nice gameplay. Cryan winning the 3rd place. Also, I'm trying to pay attention to the 3rd places right now, because they are going to be interesting then for the top 8 stage later on. Because every point matters. Over here, we've got Ikra losing to Aqua. Still. Wait. This is Isra. No, Ikra. Isra was the other one. UEPA. This is Ikra. Just, so winning one game against Aqua, but Aqua showing some good strength there. Jones winning against Vale still, so Jones might also be a candidate for the lower top 8, I would say. I don't know, I will still have a look. Over here, we've got TQT winning against Raid in the final. So TQT were 4th place on the last season. They are also showing some good stuff again. And just having some good start into the tournament. So very nice to see that kind of stuff here. We now have our idea, but losing the pawns here still. So yeah, maybe my prediction for the top 8, as we have some first results. Maybe finals, APA, EG, Aqua, APA Aqua, looking like it, yeah? Just taking this into consideration. EG then, KROLI also made some good impression today. Really like to see this. So KROLI, TQT, alright. Yeah, I don't know. This might be what we're going to see there. Okay. Thanks for watching, everyone. It was a pleasure to stream for you, and was a lot of fun to see these games. If you're watching on YouTube still, just be aware that my usual streams are just all on Twitch, apart from tournaments and tank-specific streams. Those are getting restreamed. But on YouTube you don't have much, or not a high discoverability, so I'm just streaming on Twitch only for all the late night sessions, tank requests, whatever, because people just see when I'm streaming there. So if you wanna see my standard streams as well, then have a look at the description of the stream still on YouTube. You will see that there is a link to Twitch then. On Twitch, if you're watching on Twitch, I'm also releasing YouTube videos, map guides with some really advanced knowledge in there, some tactical guides, also still a lot of stuff in the making. I just scripted out 2 videos before this stream. So you can really expect a lot of stuff to come still. Thanks for watching, everyone. And I wish you all a very good night still. And yeah, that's it for today. We can still raid someone on Twitch maybe. Let's go for it. Although, I've got to end first. With a delay, of course. I cannot raid immediately. Okay, thanks for watching, everyone. See you guys soon. Goodbye.